2 seconds about the worst show ever. What is this show?
Look it, mommy! Mom! Mommy,
Why?
I'm so sorry. I didn't.
Hush, sweetheart. It's all right.
Why are the
I almost
flames so
smashed the
weird?
sword.
I'm much more worried about you smashing yourself.
Aw.
Who raised you to run around the house with swords?
You did?
Well, it's time I taught you how to hold this precious weapon.
What? I'm sorry, I'm more upset about how weirdly, like... So, I know in animation, frame skips are a thing, which is fine, it makes it look smoother, but it looks like they tried to do a frame skip here, and it just looks weird. It does not look good. Yeah, actually, yeah, because the sword gun, I think it's this. And also, she's not, her hand is facing the wrong way? So, okay. Yeah. So, how she's grabbing her from falling down the stairs, she physically cannot be here. Nor can her hand be like that. This is good. What is... Okay, what is this show? I may make a video on it. Out of just curiosity, what is this show? Actually, I can probably just look on the fucking... highguardianspice? Is that what it's called? Oh. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm just gonna toss that name in the idea gen. Highguardianspice. I don't know. Worst scenes? Worst moments, there you go. That works. Is this the worst? You know, I don't know. Here, let's watch that one first. This dialogue is written by an actual person. This is apparently the worst rated anime there is? Are we Highguardianspice trans scene because I had to? Oh, above it? This one? Oh. I just looked right over it.
Lavender and I met when we were students here together, our first year. We were a lot like you and your friend Sage, actually.
What? How?
Totally inseparable. This was our first...
Sorry, go back. Can you go back to...
was our first everything hours, dorks.
Mom looked so fierce in the uniform. Is that your sister?
It's me, actually.
Teaches a
You're a
self-insert?
girl?
I'm transgender.
I don't know that word.
I was born into a female body, but it wasn't the right body for me. So, I used new magic to change it.
Cool. You can do that? Is that kind of transformation magic permanent?
I take a...
Oh, is it getting static? I think these fireworks are messing with this. Is this static? Maybe my microphone. Is it gone now? Okay, yeah, it's just my earbuds, headphones.
A potion once a month to keep the spell
Stop.
active, which lets me be the real me.
Oh, I'd give anything to know where she is right now.
It's a beat.
I know. Me too.
That was the most nothing scene I have.
You guys should have seen
Oh, this actually, I want to watch this one. This was written by an actual person.
this girl.
Go away.
You probably thought she's just a regular girl, nothing to notice, but
What?
Rhubarb's like really good at this stuff.
Do not call me that.
Oh, right. Rose Barb's strength today showed me that I have a lot to learn about myself and how girls look cute when they climb walls and stuff.
It's been fun, Aster, but
First off, yes, where did the sword go? Second off, what?
yeah.
Should have known you were stuck up.
Wow, son, we need to have a word.
What? What did I just watch? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rewrite the show. I'm going search up highguardianspice plant eat scene. I am going to get with one of my animator friends. I'm gonna watch this entire show. I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to have my animator friend help me and make this much better than it is. This is... Who made this? They deserve to be slapped with a book. Spicy... This one? Plants eat. Remember to show the YouTube? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Let me find the video. Hold on. Plant eat scene. Is it this one?
These suckers are dangerous. What's with the fish eyes, everyone? Pick a table. Don't just stand there.
This is a kid's show? Sorry, this is a kid's show? What? There's no way that this is a kid's show. Yeah, but I'm gonna get with one of my friends and I wanna see if we can't remake this, or at the very least, redub this. I hate this. See, the issue is I'm afraid of watching some of these. Also poisoned the entire class without anybody knowing what they were doing, and only saved because there's one time this character saved them because she somehow knew how to. I said the exact same thing when watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Broadway musical. Sorry, I didn't know that there was a Broadway musical for that. Huh. Yeah.
Did you get that? Did you get that out of my cupboard? That's my private book. You're not meant to be looking through that. Sorry, I could.
Only thing is some blood, swearing sometimes, and general stupidness. Okay. See, I'm always afraid to watch, like, just in a general sense, cartoons and stuff on stream, because Twitch has been known to just randomly take you out back and shoot your channel. Help, can't talk. Shoot your channel. Or, yeah. No, that's right.
Grabblegork, the fucking
Wait,
ghoster.
did she say Grabblegork the worst gay? Did I hear that
Yes.
right?
At least to my knowledge. I'm sorry, but what is this? First time you watch it, you're in this nice, and after the first time you start really paying attention to the show's really fucked up part. No, it's fine. Spice scene mimic?
What's going on? Okay, now what, boss?
Now we kill everyone. Make it look like an accident. A spell gone wrong. The whole school burned down.
You can't! You can't! And why can't I, huh? The girls aren't in there.
What?
Sorry, what?
In there.
What?
Sorry, just some of this animation. This is why I kind of want to have a friend of mine help me animate this, because it's not very good. Watch, I'm okay explodes. I saw that. Here it is. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just the stagnant. They literally just put it in Adobe Premiere and then just drug the acid across. Shadow appeared out of nowhere and then stopped existing. That too. But they literally took this. They put the dragon as a second asset in Premiere Pro. And they just drug it across the screen.
Oh no! Is the dragon dead?
I'm okay.
What?
Bye.
What?
Take care.
Fuck. I'm sorry, what? Because, okay, so obviously this dragon needs to flap its wings to fly. Also, it can talk, apparently. Because it flaps its wings, first off, it turns to bone. But it flaps its wings here. So, yeah, it died and then learned English. But, like, here, and also here, it just kinda... It just kinda exists. There's no, like, actual motion to any of it. It's just there.
For sure. Sage, is that how stars are made? Huh? Oh, yeah, for sure.
what? This- the VAs of this are just so done with everything. And they're just so done.
Hold on. You got mugged on your first day?
I'm sorry, is there a better time to get mugged? That's right, keep walking. You almost chop off a person's head one time, and it's like, I was sure I was gonna have to fight her to defend your honor. My hero.
What? What? Okay, you know what? It's fine. Let's do this one.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
Oh, you watched that? Okay, yeah, sure.
Hold on.
What the fuck? Huh? Yes, close.
Oh,
This
sorry.
is not the same. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. I think it's so bad that it just broke YouTube.
These suckers are
It's so bad it just broke YouTube, I guess. Here we go.
Hold on. You got mugged on your first day?
I'm sorry, is there a better time to get mugged? That's right, keep walking.
She was holding the pink on the end. She
You
wasn't.
almost chop off a person's head one time, and it's like, I was sure I was gonna have
Wait, what is? That's not how a person. That's how a person walks, right? They just go like. They go like that, right? That's definitely how it. This is so stupid. This is so dumb.
I was gonna have to fight her to defend your honor. My hero.
Yeah, and then they just suddenly stop. I don't understand this. I don't understand. How is it? I didn't mean to do that.
Hold on.
How
You
is
got
this?
mugged?
How is this so bad? I don't.
Getting the hang of their talents while she was skipping class.
Excuse me.
And she wised up.
Can you blow your fucking nose? Jesus Christ.
She hot as hell.
Hold on. You got mugged?
Okay, can we continue watching these? These are hilarious. Sure, we can watch a couple more. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go through and just. Would that be a good? Would I get DMCA'd if I watch this on stream? Well, I'm reacting to it, so I guess it falls under fair use if I react to it, right? Would that work? I'm gonna have to look at it. I want to see if somebody else has done that or not. Basically, it's basically copyrighted. So if I watch, like, say, we actually did this before. If I watch like MasterChef or Hell's Kitchen, Twitch now is starting to crack down on people watching that stuff because it's copyrighted. So basically, you get your channel suspended or something like that. Should we watch the trailer? Slime Boy? Oh, right.
Hold on. You got mugged?
Slime Boy. Yes, Slime Boy. Hold on. Oh, is this that person? Yeah, it's that person. Okay, hold on.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. Slime Boy, right? You were there when I got this thing.
Such a chill character.
Yeah. I hope it's treating you well. Anyway, sorry. I just came in here to cry, but I can...
What's wrong? You got a me.
Jesus Christ. Me too, man. I'm gonna have to go to the other end to cry because how bad this is.
Cousin too?
Oh, no. I was just gonna practice a crying song I wrote. I'm doing, bard stuff for everything hours.
No need to leave. I'm just having trouble getting this Terrasphere to do anything I want.
Oh, it's all on the wrist of your brain. I have to demonstrate it a lot at the store.
Sorry, it's all in the what now? Did you just say it's all in the wrist of your brain? What? What does that even mean?
Here, hold on. I'll draw you a diagram.
Yes,
While you
please.
do that, Sage, can I talk? I think it's my turn.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
What? What is this dialogue? Who? I legitimately feel like somebody put in like an AI generated script to just write an anime, and this is what it spewed out. Yes. I really think somebody just had an AI write the script and they just went with it. This is ridiculous. I don't know what my hand's doing. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. I don't know how to feel about this. Sorry, no links. If you're in the Discord, put it into the pool table or just tell me what to look up. I also gotta have Nightbot not delete everyone's messages. Assuming that you are in the Discord.
Guardian, march to the treacherous cave! Go to your glory or go to your grave! I heard every year they get a new quest from before. Smash the monsters, Parsley! I love you!
Right back at you, Thistle.
We're really rooting for you all. A ton of good that'll do us. Go to your glory or go to your grave!
Are they cheering or trying to scare us?
That cave has verily swallowed up a bushel of kids.
There's your answer.
A bushel?
The cave eats students? That sounds like a good adventure.
Caves don't eat. They're sideways holes made of rocks.
I wish they'd tell us what our mission was before we got there.
I like being surprised.
I like being prepared.
I like being somewhere else right now.
Good luck, darlings. If you die in there, I'm keeping your stuff.
Thanks, Redbud. Don't fret. Townsfolk always come out to freak out the first years. We're not in mortal danger. I'm 80% sure of that.
What is this dialogue? What is this dialogue? Who wrote this? And also, let me ask Bryce if he wants to do Fall Guys in a minute. Nobody cares what she's saying. The school's just generally just child abuse because they condone the essentials of school shooting by a student with magic. Oh my god. Realizing dogs.
Only 80%? That's right, Zinnia. The cave's a real death trap. You've heard the legends. All of Redbud's clothes are from students who plunged to their deaths.
What? First off, what is this animation? Okay, some of it's okay. I think the animation on this is just like meh. This one I haven't seen much bad animation.
How is this supposed to weed out the weak ones? They're all a big old herd of cowards.
They're scared because the cave is miles deep, and monsters have risen from the depths.
The mission is meant to
Mike is in
them,
your face.
but
I
it
know
also
it's in my
forces
face.
them to challenge
That's by
themselves.
design.
Boring! I miss the days when we used to just throw them in lava.
What?
We never did that.
Right,
There
of
you go.
course not.
Is that better? There you go. Ooh, okay, that'd be a good one.
Students, this is the Cave of Vinca.
I
You will
gotcha.
descend in groups. If your courage fails you, you will forfeit your guardianship.
You mean we'll be expelled?
Oh yes, immediate expulsion. I am very proud of this.
Okay, be expelled or die, I guess. You don't fail the test, you just get expelled. What is this?
Class, and I fully expect a good number of you to live.
Yeah.
I thought it was real. Sorry, kids. He does that every year.
The Cave of Vinca
I'm taking
is
psychic
a wondrous
damage.
and ancient maze in which mysteries and monsters await you.
As do maiming, mauling, and malediction if you're not careful. Remember, when you see the walls fall in and your throat close.
None of us should be going in there. Why would any of you choose to walk into this nightmare?
Because we want to be guardians.
Well, how's
Literally never explained.
voluntary expulsion? That
I feel like somebody just typed in D&D anime to a AI generator, and this is what it came out, and they animated it. I really feel like that's what happened.
is wild. Go for it.
Don't you at least want to stay and find out what our quest is going to be?
No, I'm too young and way too attractive for a suicide mission.
What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what?
Way too attractive for a suicide mission. For the record, I find cowardice in others very attractive.
This show. Also, yes, thank you, Zane, for catching that. I wasn't looking at chat. I'd prefer if you did not self-promo, if that is... I'm assuming that is what you are doing.
Students, your mission is to collect a vial of magical healing waters.
These maps show the caves...
Just in case you die, so we can just force you to drink it. And not die. Because you're probably gonna die. Because you're just like 12. That's how old these kids are, right? They're like 12, 13. They're not very old.
And corridors down to level 3, where you will find the spring of healing waters. There are uncounted levels below and more springs, each with more concentrated magic, but protected by monsters. Below level 3, the risk level
13.
exceeds your training.
Questions? Professor Hakone, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Can the spring, the healing waters, what do they heal? Could they heal a tree?
Yes, I suppose it could.
Man, a stellar voice acting. They deserve an Oscar. None of them have natural hair colors. Well, I don't know. This person's blonde. They could.
You are ready. I've trained you more than this mission requires. May it help you succeed. May it help you survive.
I really think the VA just decided I'm going to be Mace Windu. And just went for it.
I thought you were the cat girl cat for a second.
You're lucky I didn't kill you by mistake.
I do appreciate that, but I don't appreciate whatever this is. Ow, son of a grog!
Stop shouting.
You're right. You're right, you're right. Hold on, Bryce texted me. Son of a cog.
We don't know what lives here.
We don't know what lives here, but man, there are a lot of skulls here.
Know what lives here.
Time. I get that you.
I can
Putting,
guarantee.
yep, I was gonna say placing bets that there's
wanna
no
help your
skulls
dad.
whenever it
You
cuts
wanna
back
see
to
if
that
you
side.
can save the fairy woods together. I get as much of it as I can. You can't hide this from a friend.
Roommate.
Friend.
Yep.
This
Oh,
is what you
this
wanna
one has
do?
skulls.
You want to feed salt to a demon? Sounds dangerous. You don't even know what you're doing.
This plan, it might... Look. I create the salt circle. I stand in it to cast the spell, which summons the demon. I give him something precious. He opens a window for me to speak with my dad. I tell Dad, the most resourceful person I've ever met, about the healing waters. He uses his knowledge to replicate the formula.
So I'm just gonna casually raise the dead as a 13-year-old. Big brain. Also summoning a demon. That sounds smart.
We save the fairy woods.
By
I'd do
summoning a
anything for
demon.
that. You would too, if you were me.
Time. That cat girl wanted to kill us. She might still be out here. We shouldn't be summoning anything. Especially demons. Let's go to the triad.
Oh.
Are you even listening to me, Time?
Yeah, sounds big brain. It's not salt when she pours it?
Especially demons. Let's go to the triad. Are you even listening to me, Time?
Ever met about the healing waters. I'd do anything for that.
Yeah?
You would too, if you were me.
Time. That cat girl wanted to kill us. She might still be out here. We shouldn't be summoning anything. Especially demons. Let's go to the triad. Are you even listening to me, Time?
It's going to delayed chat messages. Oh yeah, it just doesn't stay slow. Wait the second she did. Well, I have it on this screen too, so I saw it.
See what? You water the plant, I get it. Let's get to the field archery course before it closes.
It's like she drew that on.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
no,
teach
I know
you
what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're teaching me that you love to waste my dang time.
Elves are stewards of the fairy woods. It is our duty to nurture its magic.
How about now? Can we go?
Don't be surprised when you fall on your ass with that attitude.
Dad, that's not helpful. I'm trying to swear less. It stresses Mom out.
Okay, we can practice archery now, but promise me that you won't neglect your commitments to the forest.
Why does he have a half eyebrow with no scar here? Because normally you have a missing eyebrow there because you have a scar there. but there's just half an eyebrow. And also, she has a unibrow. What is this character design? Eyebrow, I guess.
Camphor, my son, I have news.
Proceed.
It is not for the ears of the young.
I understand. Daughter, that will be all. Colonel, what news of the Blight?
It's not
Hair's
good.
covering the eyebrow. Is it?
Spreading.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's a unibrow. Yeah, that is not going to protect you. Why does this demon look so happy? Why does it look so happy to be there?
I need you to summon my father for...
No!
Yeah.
When counting down the time of clocks, we know not when the minute darts. A blight is coming upon the land, and through glass flows the finest sand. The time is short, the road unbends. Which country's where you'll meet your ends?
Which country? Right. Why should I believe a demon?
What?
Elf girl, your father, Camphor, would benefit from your presence and skill, but your cynicism would get him killed.
Killed? No. No, I want to help him.
Help him? Oh, too bad. Looks like your journey ends here.
Well,
I will feast on your bones.
What did you think that would work? Seriously, this animation bugs me so much.
I don't have a reversal spell.
Yeah, we've kind of got to kill it.
I didn't summon it to kill it.
Well, it's a demon. It's obviously not going to help you, you dumb.
How to kill mist.
Make it solid. Try magic.
That sounds like me when I
We have no
chose my
time for low self-esteem. Figure something out. I'm gonna distract it. Got you now.
That lock was not that close. That lock.
It.
That lock was not that close.
Got you now.
Actually, also wasn't there. It's just a convenient lock.
You surprised me. That won't happen again.
Come and get me.
Also, why doesn't it just stay in its mist form the entire time? And why don't you just smack it in the head? Yeah, what is she even doing at this point?
Getting too tired to get misty, demon?
It really does. Yeah, definitely a kid show.
This can't hold me.
It's stronger than it looks.
Magical netting. Good idea.
Wait, girls. Perhaps we could work out a...
No.
You were right.
Wait, wasn't she just extremely against killing the demon because she needed it to help her like 20 seconds ago? I'm rewriting the show. I'm fucking rewriting the show. More inconsistent than a Wattpad fic made by an 8-year-old? It really is. I feel like this was written by an AI. Like, I seriously feel like this was written by an AI.
Right. This was a waste of time. All this chaos for nothing.
This was written by an actual person. I hate this.
We can figure out the blight together. But no more running off. And no more secrets. We're friends, Time.
That wasn't even character development.
Weapons can't break diamonds!
It's the hardest element. Only diamonds can crush diamonds.
Sage, that's it! Here's what we're gonna do. You
Diamonds aren't an element. What? I'm hearing static again. Their lack of knowledge of the periodic table disappoints me to no end. Oh, this firework's going off in front of my house.
want us? Here we are!
Come and get me!
Wait, I look away for 1 second and it's doing something completely different than it was. What? What is this What is this show? What is this show? Okay, so it's doing that, and then... What is that cut? Who thought... This isn't even a cut. There should be a scene in between here. Like, it doesn't even need to be a very long scene. This may... I love the bug eyes, by the way. I love the bug eyes with both of them. But this makes no sense. Hey, over here. Yeah, like, instead of just teleporting, it doesn't even need to be... Oh, it's getting staticky again. What? And then it doesn't... What? What? This has more cuts than a Marvel movie. Is the static gone? Okay. Oh, is there two of them? Okay, it was never established that there was 2 of them, but even so, the random cuts in between shouldn't happen. And they were not running that fast to just completely destroy themselves.
Woohoo!
If they were able to outrun that, no.
Wait a minute. Ugh. Guys, we have a problem.
Looks like we're all going to die here after all.
Yeah.
Okay, look, maybe if we...
Call it a day, Parse. The chamber is sealed. This room exists to protect the fountain, even if it means trapping it, and us, forever.
If we die, we'll become one of the weird legends that students use
Yeah.
to scare each other.
No.
So there's that.
All we can do is wait. The rescue's not likely.
But if we have to gaze into the unforgiving maw of eternity, couldn't we make it fun?
Exactly how much blood did you lose, Rosemary?
Enough to know how we can make the most of the worst, and probably the last, day of our lives.
I bet I know what you're thinking.
Gospel or Gauntlet!
Oh no.
What's that?
The best game ever! Someone asks you Gospel or Gauntlet. If you choose Gospel, you need to answer a question.
Could have just called it. Could have just called it Truth or Dare. You could have just called it Truth or Dare. You do not need to make it a fantasy name.
Truthfully.
And if you choose Gauntlet, you need to complete a dare.
What if you do neither?
Then fun dies. Ugh.
Sounds like a mercy killing.
I'll go first. Rosemary?
Gauntlet, Gauntlet, Gauntlet!
This show is a choking hazard. I would like to be mercy killed, please. Thank you.
You have to climb up there and stand on your hands.
Ta-da! My turn.
How did you, but you... That's a weird cut. Okay, anyway.
Age?
Gospel?
2 years
She said
ago,
hands, you only did one.
afternoon on a dark August eve, Sage vanished for 3 hours.
Afternoon and evening are different things.
I was probably studying.
Ha! Deceptress. No one studies 2 weeks before school starts. Were you kissing someone? Mayhaps a young mouth breather named Cyball Doublefile?
I've never kissed anyone. That's how you get tuberculosis.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? What? I'm sorry. What the fuck? Could you say that? Could you say that slower? Oh my god, my settings are not working. What the fuck is happening? This is so broken, it's not letting me open my settings for YouTube to slow it down like I want to. And it's not letting me go to full screen. Is this just some sort of malware on this video that's just killing my computer? Does it let me go to full screen on other videos?
Unfortunate ad placement on
No.
Hero.
No, it doesn't. Why?
break diamonds.
Nope.
It's
I'm just gonna have to completely close a newly open Chrome because it broke it. Oh, nothing's loading. The show has no target audience. What is happening here? Okay, I hit backspace a couple times and it fixed it.
It's the hardest element. Only diamond kissed anyone. That's how you get tuberculosis.
Okay,
My
there we
turn.
go.
Time.
It's on Maui on my computer.
Give Rosemary a compliment.
That's a dare? Rosemary is...
No! Look at Rosemary and tell her.
You're loyal to your friends. Okay, my turn. Parsley.
Yeah, just from watching a video.
Wow, okay. Who's your least favorite brother?
I used to
Kidding me,
hate
and
Thistle,
Mossy killing.
but then Spurge almost drowned, and Thistle saved him, and I knew I don't hate Thistle. I don't hate anyone. Ever. Rose? Gospel? What's...
That didn't need to be so menacing. What? Did they not give the VA's context for any of this? That did not need to be that menacing.
What's the best gift you ever got?
Flowering thorn for sure. My mom was a great gift giver.
Was? I thought she was just...
Lavender's missing.
Yeah, sorta. Off on guardian business. She has been. For 4 years. She went off on some mission. I figured she'd be gone for maybe a month or so.
Did they just poorly rewrite Ruby? Which, in itself, some of the writing just kind of got shot towards the last couple of seasons. But did they just poorly rewrite Ruby? That is kind of what it is starting to sound like.
Oh. But she never came back. I wish I'd known. I would have said goodbye louder.
I'm sorry, Rose. My dad's gone too. We all had to flee the fairy.
Yeah, but you tried to summon a demon
Rivers
and
dried
talk to
up.
him. That was your
Trees started
stupidity.
dying. Dad stayed to help. He's trying to find a way to reverse the rot. He and my mom, they had a big fight about leaving. She dragged me to Lingarth. The woods are dying and she expects me to just sit there. I agreed to go to the academy to get back to my dad, to help him save our home. That's why I felt hopeful about the healing water. Maybe it's powerful enough
Are we
to stop
still
the decay.
on that?
Thanks for telling us.
Ugh, I hate it when
She's
people just come
trauma
at my
dumping.
face.
It's okay. We're your friends.
Okay, we'll watch one more and then we'll do Fall Guys.
It's them or me.
Where did the sword come from?
What do you want from us?
I want us to pay a visit to the Triumvirate. Together. Didn't happen the first time you asked. Not gonna happen now.
I guess this is a
Oh,
Halloween
Rose,
party?
You don't have a choice. Everyone in Lingarth turned to stone. One bump and they're shattered to death. Unless you catch me.
Also, why is everyone stoned? What happened?
Rose! What are you doing? She said she'd shatter them to death.
That means Parsley's still alive in there. I'm going after her.
Rose, wait! This isn't a game. The fight in the cave? We thought you were gonna die. You're being too reckless. No!
That is not how you end with a sword. Shatter, also shatter them to death.
Cat lady. Took you long enough. Just give up, Rosemary. You turned my friend to stone. Not that you'd understand, but I'll never give up on any of my friends. I have friends too. The people who dangle string in front of your cat face don't count. Ugh.
No, you guys are in an... Okay, you guys are in an alleyway. Wind cannot be going left and right. Like that.
Flowering thorns a little above your skill set, don't you think?
That's... What? That makes no sense at all. Sorry. Where did the blade go? It just vanishes into the ground. Why? How? This is... This is what happens. Watch the sword. It just vanishes. It just vanishes. For no reason.
Tell us what this is all about.
Nowhere to scamper off to, Olive.
Ugh, there are more of you.
Tell us what this is all about.
Just having a bit of fun. Shall we continue?
Yeah, it did.
No.
The tip of the blade just straight up vanishes. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Watch. How did they miss that? It just how does that happen?
From the only and utter a bit too soon.
Who's the triumvirate?
Why are they after us?
What? Which country's corporate big money guys? I'm far from the only enemy you have. We hide well, and they'll keep sending us. The others won't be so nice. But if you come with me...
Enough with the travel offers. Reverse the spell.
Clearly, you don't want to get out of here alive.
I legitimately don't understand your confidence in this situation.
Why? Wait, sorry. Why is this hair standing up like that? What? Why is it standing up like this? It has never done this. Why?
I don't understand your confidence in this situation. Where is she? Look around.
This is legitimately so wrong.
She's gone.
We're never gonna find her now.
Sage! I needed to do something.
Oh, and that's what you went with.
I'm not perfect. Neither are
Yeah,
you.
I don't understand what her hair is
I've
doing.
been trying to tell you about myself, who does dumb stuff all the time.
Guys, enough.
This part of it? What is this?
We're never.
Yeah, to the back of her hair. What is this? How does this happen? Who let this who let this go? Who said this was okay?
We're never gonna find her now.
Sage! I needed to do something.
Oh, and that's what you went with.
I'm not perfect. Neither are you.
That's what I've been trying to tell you about myself, who does dumb stuff all the time.
Guys, enough.
Who wrote this? Flipped her hair, asked it upside down, and looked at it. It's like, yeah, this looks right. Whoever in Crunchyroll decided this was okay. Multiple people. This passed multiple people. This passed through the whole studio.
The spark spell.
I don't think I can keep watching this. I don't... Okay, I'm really going to have to go through, watch all these episodes, and because it's on Crunchyroll, so I don't think I can watch it on stream, which is sad. But yeah, let's watch that, and then let's go play Fall Guys. Vice is not feeling well, so it's just going to be me. But let me download Fall Guys real quick. Fall Guys. go. Alright, it's downloading. Cool. What's the video on the bottom of the recommended videos? Oh, the creator explains why it sucks. I said that I was going to be playing Fall Guys.
Hey there, this is Natalie, and today someone drew my attention towards a tweet thread by highguardianspice creator Ray Rodriguez, talking about the reasons he feels the hate the show got was unfair. Now, since I made...
Was unfair? But guys, the hate the show got was it was unfair. Oh wait, we never got to watch scam baiting videos. Meant the other video? I don't know which other video you're talking about. I was gonna watch this one.
Hey, everyone. Listen, I have a secret for you. You can't tell anyone else about this, alright? It's just gonna be between you and me. Alright, you listening? Characters in High Guardian Spice kinda suck. Now, I know this is a grand revelation that no one else on planet Earth has ever brought up before. I know, this is mind-blowing. We're breaking new ground as we speak. But no matter the show, whether it has a lot of good characters or a lot of bad characters, there's usually one that stands out amongst the rest.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about the worst of the worst, the bottom of the barrel. Who is the worst character in High Guardian Spice? But don't answer that. Statistically, most of you probably haven't watched past episode 1, so you don't know. I guess that means it's up to me. So, in my opinion, who is the worst character in High Guardian Spice? Well, you're not going to believe this, but it's actually Sage. Of course it's Sage. Obviously it's Sage.
No, it's the old lady. I don't even know who she is.
I think a lot of people would agree with me when I say that she is the worst character in the show. And if not, she's at least top 5. But I know what you're thinking. Why Sage in particular? I mean, why not someone like Cal? Cal has a lot of bad traits. He's annoying, unfunny, basically doesn't have a backstory, and only exists to get punched in the face.
That feels like all these characters, though. Annoying, no backstory, exists to be punched in the face. I think that's all the characters here. I don't think that narrows it down very much.
So it sounds to me like this is a prime contender for the worst character in the show. He only exists to facilitate Snapdragon's story arc, and outside of that, he basically shouldn't be there. But I think what separates Sage and Cal is screen time. Cal is only there for like, what, 5 minutes? Maybe 6. He's terrible, but you only have to put up with him for a short amount of time, so that means it's limited on how much he's polluting the screen. Compare that to Sage, someone who's a main character and is given focus in every single episode for way too long. When one of the side characters is terrible, then it's whatever, but when one of the main characters is terrible, then we're gonna start to have some issues. But Dave, why is she so terrible? Well, imaginary voice in my head, I can answer that. Episode 5, in my opinion, displays most of her negative traits that are prevalent throughout the entire series, so why don't we start there? The main conflict Sage has to deal with throughout the series is that her family doesn't like new magic, but she's required to use new magic. If you'd like a detailed explanation on how new magic works, here you go. Glad that's explained. Now, I say it's her conflict throughout the series, but really it's only in 2 episodes, and then they kind of forget about it. I don't even think Sage mentions her parents past episode 5. I could be wrong about that, of course, maybe I just missed it, but either way, this plot point is just kind of dropped. And I understand why. If you think about it, it doesn't really make any sense. Why would her parents who don't like new magic send her off to a school that requires you to use new magic? Unless, of course, we're saying the school doesn't require you to use new magic and it's just an optional thing, in which case that's another tally for the school being stupid, because why would you not want to use the most effective methods possible? It's implied that new magic may be draining the life out of the planet, and that could be why Sage's mother doesn't like it, but that's never really elaborated on, and it's never fully explained, so we just don't know. The only logical option I see is that Sage is blowing her mother's hatred for new magic out of proportion. which would make sense considering Sage has a habit of making mountains out of molehills, but we'll get to that later. A lot of these questions would be explained if we got any screen time with the mother at all. After the first episode, where she basically does nothing but wave goodbye, we don't see the mother or the father ever again. They don't even...
Man, a lot of this would be explained if there was any sort of world building at all.
Get any flashbacks. Rosemary got multiple flashbacks to her past. Why does Sage get nothing? We know absolutely nothing about the parents, and the information we do have comes from secondary sources. Maybe if they cut a lot of the filler bullshit and actually gave us time with the important characters, then we wouldn't have these problems. So right off the bat, the main conflict with this character is poorly explained and makes basically no sense. But we're not done talking about it because it gets worse, believe it or not. Now, other people reviewing this series have also mentioned this point, but I'm going to bring it up anyway because it's very relevant. Sage's conflict in episode 5 makes absolutely no sense. Like, from any perspective you analyze it, it's still really stupid. But first, some context. In the previous episode, Sage finds out that her mom also used new magic when she was younger. So this is the perfect excuse Sage was looking for to get to use new magic herself. Let's ignore the fact that maybe Sage's mother had a good reason to stop using new magic, but we never get any screen time with them, so we'll never know. So out of the blue, she's fine with using new magic now, whoop-de-doo. And at the start of episode 5, she's practicing with her Terrasphere to try and get better with it so she can use new magic. But then, when class starts and she's told to use new magic, she doesn't wanna. And then she starts going off about things her mother said. Like the whole previous episode didn't just happen. Now the only
yeah, this is a show I'm gonna have to watch, isn't it? I'm going to have to sit down and fix this, aren't I? Oh, boy.
Explanation I could think of for this is that Sage isn't confident enough in her new magic skills yet to use it in class. But that doesn't really make any sense because her old magic doesn't work well either. She wants to practice and get better at new magic, but not in class? Learning things is the whole point of school. She's fine with trying to practice this outside of class, so why in class, the one place she's supposed to learn, does she not want to do it? Okay, I'm being facetious. I know the reason. It's because the writers want a fight to happen.
You could help me, Time. I know you know how.
New magic. The only decent way to do anything.
Finally. Done.
I didn't want to just use the easy way.
Blah, blah, blah. Old magic is sacred.
Yeah,
What's
it sounds
the
like
sacred
it.
part, Slab? Sweating into plants instead of going to lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yes.
What is this interaction? What? This frustrates me.
They need Sage to be a stuck-up old magic user in this scene because they want a fight to break out between her and Time for the sake of this plot happening. But of course,
Time like the hub. I bet you because she's an elf. Because that's, yeah, sure.
Don't realize is that contradicts everything that's happened before this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When they want something to happen, even if it comes at the cost of making a character an idiot, they'll do it. But what you just witnessed in that previous scene is what I think is Sage's worst character trait. That being she's a petty crybaby. Now, of course, I'm not saying that that's bad in a vacuum. There are crybaby characters who work and crybaby characters who don't. I can't say that I personally have been the biggest fan of this kind of character, but I know there are ways you can handle that kind of character well. I think one of the ways is having them grow out of it. Sage definitely does not. She's the same petty, vindictive crybaby at the start as she is at the end. And I think a major contributor to that fact is that every time she acts this way, her behavior is reinforced. Take the previous scene I just showed you as an example. Whenever Amaryllis raises a good point about how using old magic for this is stupid, Sage doesn't have any counter-arguments at all, because Amaryllis is pretty much correct. So her only response is to break down in tears, run away, and blame Time for the whole thing. Now this on its own isn't what makes Sage in this episode bad, per se, because you can have a character act petty and stupid and still have it be okay. It's as long as the story doesn't treat this behavior as totally fine and justified. Maybe the character doesn't realize why what they're doing is wrong, but everyone else does. Now, if I were writing this, I would probably have Sage run into Caraway or someone else and have them have a little chat about why she can't freak out like this at the slightest inconvenience. Because if having a disagreement with your friend is enough to send you into a crying fit, you aren't emotionally ready for the field of battle. Again, she's supposed to be a guardian, someone who rushes in to fight deadly monsters.
Well,
if this is her response to
was ever
situations like
explained.
this, then she isn't ready for when a dragon swoops down and burns a village, or when Rosemary stabs herself like in the other episode. So is she ever corrected? Does she ever realize why what she did was wrong? No, of course not. The story reinforces this behavior. Whenever shit is going haywire at the end, Parsley forces time to apologize, and they act like she was the one who was in the wrong. It makes no fucking sense. Why is she being treated like some kind of asshole simply because she agreed with Amaryllis's good argument? And because Sage's behavior is reinforced here, she begins acting like a petty vindictive bitch every time she doesn't get her way. In the very next episode, when Rosemary gets a crush on Aster, Sage starts acting like a jealous douchebag about the whole situation. I am not kidding when I say the only thing she does for this entire episode is just bitch and moan about Rosemary having a crush on someone that isn't her. Now, don't get me wrong, Aster isn't a great love interest. He's an idiot, and he's probably gonna die the second he's thrown into the field of battle because of how terrible he is, so no point getting attached.
Well, fair.
But the fact that Aster is a terrible love interest is not why Sage doesn't want Rosemary to be with him. That's just an excuse. The real reason is just pure jealousy. And her constant petty bitching and moaning about the whole situation leads her to get into an argument with Snapdragon where she says that guys don't talk about their feelings, ignoring the fact that in the previous episode, Parnell spent the whole time talking about his feelings. But I will admit...
My God. I love how frustrated this guy is while he's talking about this. It's really entertaining.
that seeing Snapdragon get fed up with her bullshit and start calling her out was one of the most satisfying moments in the series. It's one of the few times Sage actually gets fully berated for her terrible behavior. But of course, the moment doesn't last and she learns absolutely nothing from this exchange, other than that she can use Snapdragon as a rebound whenever she gets annoyed with Rosemary later. And that leads me to one of the worst parts of the series, Sage and Rosemary's little breakup. Sage is throwing a petty hissy fit because Rosemary, a girl who cares about nothing but swords and dragons, doesn't want to go gourd carving. Because Rosemary doesn't want to do the same things that she does, Sage flips the fuck out. She starts yelling about how she's changed and how she's such a terrible person now and she's so annoying, completely ignoring the fact that Rosemary hasn't changed in the slightest. The Rosemary at the start of the series would be just as disinterested in gourd carving as the one right now. And I think the authors were trying to imply that as kids, Rosemary would do whatever Sage wanted to do, but we never see them as kids together. They want them to have a huge argument and to break up, but they can't come up with any reasons that would make any sense, so they do this weird bullshit where they have them talk about petty issues. Now, I get that in real life, people do actually have arguments about this. They throw hissy fits over petty nonsense and then break up about it. But in a fantasy series with dragons and shit flying around, this is the one spot where they wanted things to be quote-unquote realistic, right here. Out of all the things you could have taken from the real world, you decide to take petty arguments that don't service the story in any way, shape, or form? You could probably come up with some reasons that actually make sense for why Sage would hate Rosemary right now if they had set it up previously, but they spent all their time doing filler bullshit, so they don't have anything to work with. So all of this combines to make Sage a completely unlikable character who acts like an asshole to their friends and doesn't get corrected when they do things wrong. In the next episode, it's been a whole week since their spat and Sage still isn't over her petty grudges. It's gotten to the point where she's using Snapdragon as a side bitch because her main chick isn't on talking terms. She spends the whole episode ghosting Rosemary, talking about how, oh, she's changed and oh, woe is me, I can't be friends with her anymore. Only for them to reconnect at the end because, you know, the plot needs to get it to happen. We only have like 2 episodes left, so we gotta speed this up. So they hug it out and learn to live with the fact that they don't want to do the same festival activities. Oh, such compelling drama. It brings a tear to my eye. So in the next episode, Snapdragon freaks out and beats the shit out of Cal and is clearly going through some serious emotional issues. So seeing that Snapdragon is clearly in emotional turmoil, does Sage go in to comfort her friend like she does to her other main girls? No, of course not. She completely ignores it and pretends like nothing happened afterwards. Because let's be honest, Snapdragon was never her friend. Snapdragon was just a rebound that she could use when Rosemary was annoying her. You want to know who does comfort Snapdragon? Amaryllis, once again proving that she's a better character than Sage in every single way. So in the final episode, Sage suddenly gains the ability to merge old and new magic together after seeing someone do it exactly one time, ignoring the fact that it took her like days to learn other skills, but no, here she can just do it instantly because she's so amazing and better than everyone else. It makes me wonder if a technique is so easy that a 14-year-old girl can master it in less than a day, why a trained assassin like Mandrake can't use it? But no, let's just ignore that because Sage is so awesome and special and cute. A character who's constantly pulling skills out of their ass, getting preferential treatment by the story, and being validated by everyone around them when they make terrible decisions. I wonder if there's a name for a character like that. I think it starts with an M. So, in summary, the reason why Sage is the worst character in the show is because she's a petty, vindictive bitch who's constantly validated by everyone around her, even when she's doing terrible things that make no sense. She's a main character who's given way too much screen time to dick around and do basically nothing, as this show is filled with filler and nonsense plot lines that go nowhere. Her major conflict is utterly nonsensical, and it's dropped before the halfway point of the series. And to top it all off, she's a terrible friend. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Sage isn't the worst character in the series, and there's someone else who's even worse. Well, why don't you tell me in the comments down below? It's Red Butt!
Okay. No, I liked... That was a good video. In fact, I'm just gonna... Boop. There you go. Okay, but... My throat hurts. A lot. I think I need to go to bed. I think I need something warm to drink, like some tea. And some sinus pills. Because I think I'm getting a sinus infection. Or I just talked too much today. One of the two. No, that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you off to somebody else streaming. Who else is streaming that I watch? One Topic streaming. And Actman streaming. I'm going to send you guys over to OT. Yeah, this was fun. I'm going to send you guys over to One Topic. You guys have fun. He's playing the game I was going to play today. He's playing Fall Guys. You guys have fun. Goodbye.